It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. All that and more coming up next. Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go from Nashville. Jalen Darden now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it. He's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
They go play action with Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The tight end Fant in motion. On first down, here's Geno to throw. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Smith. That's complete to lock it outright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
The tight end Fant in motion. Play action now. It's Geno. And he'll take it on in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. To the left side in the hands of Gore. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Titan first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. It is caught. It is Westbrook Aquino. Second down and 3. They send Ridley in motion. Back to throw is Rudolph. His pass caught. It's Chigakonkwo. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Tennessee.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And they move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
To throw is Rudolph. And he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans come right back to tie it at 7. 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He'll tuck it and take off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On play action, Smith. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. Here comes a return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Here's Rudolph. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on fourth down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep is Jalen Darden. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
The tight end Fant in motion. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, Smith. Off he goes. Tito's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, Smith. Off-balance throw. It's complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Into the hands of his tight end, Bartle.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Quick one to Metcalf. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the gun, it's Gino. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Walker. A dive, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Spears now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense are ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Rudolph looking to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
First and 10, and they give it to Powell. And he's down on the other side of midfield, Markham at the 48-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Rudolph. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Drop play. Here comes Pollard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. complete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. One quarter in the books. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. His defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
First down throw for Smith. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Third and long. Gino to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's Michael Dixon now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Tony Pollard heading out the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Handoff to Pollard. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Pollard. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They send Ridley in motion. Now Rudolph. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're whistling him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return is Darden. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
On the ground, it's Walker. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Quandre Diggs there on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had a big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
To throw is Rudolph.
I'm not sure any play.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
Not only
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get to 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Pollard. The Titans sending out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone.
Fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it.
This one fielded out beyond the 25.
Out comes the scout.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple with Jarius Sneed in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Walker. Comes with the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchdown. The Titans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. 1st and 10. Here's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Harold Landry, there on the tackle. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Smith. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Spears now to return it. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
Second down and 8. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here's their punter down as the drive went
Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Nashville. In a moment, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Here comes Jackson on the return. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. As the field goal separating the two sides. This drive picks off with 1st and 10.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To throw is Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That one underneath to Pollard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's Rudolph. It is caught. It is Westbrook Akine. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. There's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Boyd. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Third and long.
Throwing now on third and long.
Tight end going in motion here.
This offensive
Throwing now on third and long.
it's another sack.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
The Titans punting unit come out to the field.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field.
And this one's going to land out of bounds and mark it inside the 20.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's to the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They give to Pollard on the option. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
The tight end of a combo is in motion.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion.
He's been under fire all game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Walker. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Got it with Smith and Jigba.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
That'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
And you'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. From the pistol, here's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Open man is Jake Bobo. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. He's going nowhere. And a lose yardage on that play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. From the gun, it's Gina. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Of 9.
and they've got him a yard short of the sticks. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. The motion man is Boyd. Again, it's Pollard. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Rudolph looking to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On play action, Smith. And a blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. and 6. Now, Gino. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. Throwing, Rudolph. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Harold Landry there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run with Walker. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a first down It will be a gain of 8.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
Gino now on 1st and 10. It is complete. He finds Lockett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Rudolph. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And a good run here. He'll be knocked down up past the 25-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. He's going to get it to the punt throw. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
To throw is Rudolph. He's got him out. Westbrook Aquino. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Quick pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Now, faking the give. That's deep, looking for goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. They send Ridley in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set him to throw. He's got his tight end. That's a punt throw. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
power. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
Opening carry of the game for Tajay Speed.
Opening carry of the game for Tajay Speed.
At the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Nowhere to go, right?
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Here's Rudolph. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Tennessee. Both now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Smith. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Walker. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
On the ground, it's Walker. Good blocker to the 15. And he'll be taken down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Off he goes. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
They run up the middle, and it's Walker. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9. As this drive starts with 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Rudolph looking to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The cushion is now as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Gino to throw. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Pitch to Walker, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and a yard. We'll try and run it with Walker. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown.
Now, Gino.
And he's going to be taken down.
That's the big tight end,
Big
Pharaoh
completion
Brown.
right there.
And he's going to be taken
Trying to
down.
run the ball down here in the
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
on the gun. It's
From the gun, it's Gino.
Gino. Gonna be down close to the goal line. Good job.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. To throw, it's Smith. That one taken in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Smith and the Seahawks will go for 2 here. They'll run with Walker. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and Tyler Boyd heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Now Rudolph. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanketed.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing, Rudolph. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Third down and 9. Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So, 2 minutes to play. Here in the second half. Bring an eye back. On EA
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun run now with Walker. So the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Walker. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw is Rudolph. There's that man again. Another catch. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First and 10. To throw is Rudolph. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Catch made, that's Boyd. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. to the air one more time.
Quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here we go. One final play.
Time has expired in this.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.